Hey everyone, I'm Greg and I'm here at Handcrafter's house and I'm going to show you how to put on your little buddy kit on your little foot frame. Alright, so I've done part of it so it's a little bit quicker to show you. So let's see what I've done already. So let's go over this side. So you can see this is my right hand side of my machine. So you're going to put this, what would you call it, like an S-band shape on there, right? With two screws, just screwed in, right? And then you're gonna get one of these holders, the ones without the plugs, okay? No plugs in this side. And again, just screwed in, and then they're screwed in with a bolt on the back. And then we come down to the bottom one. So on the bottom one here, you would have had two screws coming in from the inside, right? So you're gonna take those two screws out, and then put this longer S-bend on, and then screw that in, bolt it in, and then again, the same cradle holder, right? It didn't have a plug in, but I've put this one in, so you can see what it's gonna look like. And then I'll put this one in up the top on this one. All right, so that's what I've done on that side, so let me quickly show you how to do it on this side. Here we go. In the box, you would have got little Allen keys, but then when you put your frame together, you should still have your big ones. So if you know where they are, that will make it easier for you as well. So we're using these little screws. Find the hole, put it in. Screw, screw, screw. And then the bottom one, same idea. And then tighten that up. Nice and tight. There we go. And then I get a holder, place that on, and then I can find my screws again with the bolts and put these ones in. Oh, make sure I go the right way. So you want to have it going this way, right? So you want to have it mirror image of the other side. And then put my bolts on. So these ones are a lock nut. So they've got that little bit of blue in there, right? So that's actually a little bit of plastic that locks it into place. So you will need your little spanner, which again comes with the kit. So hold one side in, screw it up, nice and tight. And then the back one, same idea, nice and tight. Beautiful, so that's your back section. Then let's look at the front section. So that's our piece, and then we can see it has to go on here, right? But remember I said you've already got the two screws in, so I've got to take those out to put this one on, all right? So let me get my next screwdriver, the right size, and these just come out all the way. This one all the way out. All right, so then we get our longest screws that come in the box, and then we're going from the outside in this time. So I can see that, screw that in, get my other one. That one's in this side, and then you need your bigger screwdriver, and then you should see it pop out the other side. There we go. And then at that point, you can put your screw on as well. And screw it in all at once. Beautiful, and let's do the back one. Poke it free. Again, it's got that blue washer bit in there, so it's nice and tight. Spin it around. Same with this one. And there we go. And then we've got to put our pole cradle on. So that's going to go like this. Again, get my screw, hold it in place. Put that one on as well. Make sure I've got the right size. And then this one. my spanner. And make it nice and tight. Nice and tight. And nice and tight. All right, so let's put our arms on. So then, I mentioned before, we've got this lock system on the bottom one. And I've left this one blank. So I'll show you how to put that together. So here's all my pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So it's gonna go like this way. Insert goes in that one. Right, because this is gonna sit in here. But first of all, you need to put that in there like that. And then that one. And then you'll see the nut has that square edge on it. And that sits in the other side. And then your big long screw goes all the way through and ties it all together. And again, get my driver, tighten that up. So then, once these are not in use, they clip up out the way. So let's put our bars on. So then let's look at our poles. So where are our poles? They're over this way. So with the poles, let me just unclip it. They'll come in 4 sections this size. And then you've got this center metal section, right, which joins the poles together. So put them in, press the button to push it in, and then you'll see slowly pops up and locks in. Then do the other end. Make sure they're nice and straight, otherwise they're not going to go in. Press the button, and then click. Then you've got your pole ends. So you get 2 ends like this, right? So they go 1 on each pole. So these can be a little firm to put in, right? And then you've got your big spanner, and you want to tighten that up all the way. Just like that. So that's that one. And you can see I've got both of those on either side. Then the other end has the bits for all your ratchets. All right, so you can see that one's already on. So that's the blank one. And then you've got this one, which has a longer screw. All right, so this longer screw is to put your handle on. So to do that, you want to take this big nut off and that metal washer. All right, and then you're going to get your handle, take the tape off, which is holding that little plug in there, because you don't want to lose that plug, because that's really important. Right, see that little plug with all those notches on? So you want that to match up. You see inside there, all the holes, those 3 holes? So that's to match up to there, right? And then you get your washer back on and your nut. So with the nut, you just want to do 1 or 2 turns. Not much, because we've still got to get this on our pole. And if it's too tight, you're not going to be able to get it on. So you see all that went on nice and easy. And then again, get our big spanner and tighten that one up. So as you're tightening the nut up, it's actually pulling that screw and making it tight on the inside of the pole, which locks that ratchet in place. Couple more. And we're nice and tight. All right, let's take these over here. Back to our frame. All right, and then we're gonna put our poles on. So the ones with the ratchets go with the ones with those clippy bits that we put on. Did I get it? Beautiful. And then your handle, you're gonna feed through your machine. Careful not to hit it. And that one just slides on just like so. Make sure your runners are in the runners. And you're good to rock and roll. All right. So one last thing, a couple of last things. You've got these. So these are to stop this pole from jumping out. All right. So let's come this side so we can see. So let's have a look at this. You got 2 either side and then 3 in the middle. If we look at the holder, you've got 2 notches either side here, right? So that's for those side 2. And then you just clip it on, right? And that way, as you're quilting and putting tension on this pole, it's not going to pop out, right? So see how that just pulls out? So these are to lock that in place. So let me lock that in place. And then that pole is going nowhere, all right? And then one last thing. You've got your leaders, right? Which you do not want to wash your leaders because then they'll shrink, and because they've got elastic in them, it won't be good, all right? And then you've got your Velcro. So you get your Velcro. This is to stick your leaders on. You find your pole, and then you're gonna Velcro, sticky that down all the way across, right? All the way. Put your leaders on, and away you go. And that is how you install your little buddy kit. If you've got any questions, let me know down below, and we'll answer you. And, oh, one more thing. The question came up, what about side clamps, right? So on the bigger frames, we've got these side clamps here, which hold the tension on the side of your quilt. So we can get these Velcro side clamps separately, so we can order them in for you. So then, if you wanted to use this, you just put a bit of Velcro on the side of your frame and clamp it on. Otherwise, the easy grasp clamps that you get with your machine and frame, these guys, you would be able to clamp on the side here as well. All right, so that's just a couple of options for you. Hope you enjoyed, and any questions, let us know. So we'll see you next time. Bye everyone.